Welcome to the box construction video for Ceramics 1 in the slab unit. The first thing you need to do is throw out a slab. We've discussed that before. What you want to do is you want to throw out a 1/4-inch slab using the slab sticks. Make sure that you've cut out the tar paper pieces. There's a different video for that. When you go to stick your tar paper to the clay, what you want to do is you're just going to spray it with a little bit of water. Take your tar paper, place it down, and then normally what I do is I just take a rib and I very carefully make sure it's clean. I try and press it down so that that piece of tar paper is really stuck to the clay. Then cut it out with a needle tool. Needle tool is important because it'll just cut it really nice and sharp. Make sure that your tar paper pieces are square, otherwise you will have a not square box when you're done. Cut out all 6 of the tar paper pieces so that you have 6 pieces of clay stuck with tar paper on the back. One of the best ways to do this is to kind of roll out the slab and then just continue to add them and cut them out. Best way to stack them would be with the tar paper in between. If you had to, you could stack them and then bag them overnight. When you start the construction process, you need one of these. It's a bevel cutter. There's 2 sides. You want to use the smaller side. That is a 45-degree angle. The other side is a 30-degree angle. To use it, you want to put it down onto the table, put it next to your clay like I'm showing you here, and then pull, and you'll cut a nice 45-degree bevel. Now you want to hang on to those because you're going to use those as your coils when we go to construct this back together. Generally, I like to bevel cut all of these pieces at the same time. I'll speed this up so you can see how that looks. Once you have all your pieces beveled and you're ready to construct, take one of your pieces and then score and slip all of these sides on the bevel. Okay, make sure that you're kind of doing this on all of your pieces. That way you're kind of prepped, at least with the scoring part, so that you don't have to pick this up or kind of maneuver your clay while you're trying to score and slip. That's just going to make this harder to do. So do score all of your pieces and then you'll be ready to slip. So there's my bottom piece. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take one of my side pieces and I'm going to score and slip all sides of this. So the next part of this is to actually put this together. So I'm grabbing some slip. What you want to do is put quite a bit of slip on. You know, you don't want to mess with this. You want to make sure that this is on there well. And I usually slip all sides of this so that I can actually get this put together and it'll stand up. So you're going to notice that this is going to stand up with really nothing attached. And so what we want to do is we're going to put these 2 sides together. I'm going to take it, I'm going to press it at the bevel, and you're going to notice that I'm not really going to do too much of this other than press right down at the bottom, and the tar paper is going to hold this up. Once we have that done, then you're going to take your little piece that you actually cut with the bevel cutter and you kept off to the side, and you're going to use that as a small coil or just an insurance policy piece on the inside. You're going to smooth that together. And I usually smooth these as I go. They're much easier to do that way. Now, the second piece you're going to put onto one of the sides, and this time you're going to have to score and slip both the side and the bottom of the clay in order for this to start getting built. And right now is probably the hardest that this is going to be. So don't bump it or do anything kind of crazy with it until you get some of these walls on. Okay, now what we're going to do, we're just going to put a lot of slip on, right onto that seam, Put it up the side and on the bottom. And then what you want to do is you're going to press together and then put on the two small pieces up the side and across the bottom so that you're making a good connection. These are insurance policy pieces on the inside of this so that it starts to really make this a solid project. So once you have that side on, then you just keep building around, and so then you just put in all those insurance policy coils on the inside. Notice mine aren't all smoothed out, but what you then want to do is you just want to keep building, keep going around, put the last one on for the side, and you want to score and slip that real well as well. You should then have basically all of the side walls on to the bottom. And the last piece will be the top. The top is the one thing that's different on this. What you need to do is score and slip the top. And then there is no way to put your insurance policy coils onto it. So basically you're just going to score and slip it and then press it down real well. And then what you want to do is I usually put an X or a number on that piece so that I know what my top was or the last piece that I put on was. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it upside down. So now the top is the bottom is the top. And so then what we want to do is, this one looks a little bit off, so I'm going to paddle it just slightly. You can paddle your clay. You'll notice that the top of this is a little wonky. I would paddle it so that you get a nice square box. So now I'm just squaring up the bottom of this box and the sides of this box by paddling it. What you do want to do is make sure that you know what was the last piece that you put on. So I put that X on it. What I want is I want that now on the bottom of my box instead of the top. That way, when we cut the top, we can fix the bottom and put those coils back in. And then you're done for the day. Finally, put it in a bag and then into your locker.